Hey guys, welcome to the very first episode of MakerBreak. I'm Rob.
And I'm Sarah, and welcome to our shop. I'm guessing you're wondering why we're here.
That is a good place to start. So if you're new to the channel, you may not know that Sarah and I, for the last 2 years, have been hosting a show right here on Belts and Boxes called the Power Tool Week in Review, where each week we bring all the power tool industry news to you, and we cover people making projects and using tool in their day-to-day jobs.
All right, and while we've been making that show, we've also been featuring a lot of makers making really cool projects, and frankly, I'm just tired of watching them and I want to make stuff for myself.
So we decided to make a separate show called MakerBreak that has several segments of its own, starting with our review of our favorite maker videos and content that we find in the prior week.
Then we get to invite a maker to our show and have them give us an example of a time where they made a problem go away instead of throwing it out and buying something new.
And then after that, Sarah and I actually get to build a project, which is clearly the best part.
Yes.
Each week we're going to be choosing a project that another maker has posted as inspiration, and Sarah and I are going to give it our best shot and try to make it as well. I think so. Best of all, we're hoping to wrangle you into doing it with us.
How are we going to get them to do it?
Bribery.
Okay, what are we going to bribe them with?
Power tools.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, would that work?
Yep, that
Is that going to
works.
get you to do it? But let's not worry about that just yet, because first we're going to get to our favorite videos of the week, and I think we should start in Germany. So Laura Kampf has been one of our favorite German makers, or makers, period, for quite some time. Her videos are very, very unique. She tends to not do any dialogue over them, no narration. She just shows us what she's doing, and they're amazing, amazing videos. This week, her video features a bed that she refers to as a very, very simple bed, and it is. It's made from plywood, has no hardware whatsoever, and it's all held together with just lap joints. And honestly, I feel like she makes it look so easy. Like, I 100% am convinced I could make one of these things.
But you already have a bed.
Right, I don't actually need a bed at the moment, but my daughter's doll does. So I think that one of the, we'll save this for another time, but
She would love that.
I feel like I could scale down her design and just make much smaller pieces and make a smaller version of that bed for my daughter's American Girl doll.
a really good
we should
idea.
do that. Yep. All right, what about you?
All right, so first up is Molly and Dylan from Wood Brew. So this week they made a kids' table and chairs completely from scrap plywood that they had lying around their shop, which is just awesome to me. I mean, look at this. It's pretty, it's simple, but it's still playful and perfect for little kids. Now, something that I really liked about it is that they personalized their chairs with their names in the back of it with a CNC machine, which is awesome and makes me super jealous because we don't have a CNC machine yet, and I think we should get one.
Yeah, I feel like my wife will let me have one because she's easily convinced that I will immediately put my name on everything.
Yeah, you would do that. We should not get you one.
So next up is Winston Moyne. This guy specializes in digital fabrication. He's been posting his videos and projects on YouTube since 2006. This week, he posted something that really caught my eye. He built a scale Pokeball, and it is completely functional in the sense that if Pokemon are real, I'm pretty sure that this will capture one.
Yeah, they're not real.
Okay. Anyways, he goes way out of his way to hide magnets inside, and he also has a completely concealed hinge, so when it's closed, you don't see a hinge, you don't see any joints, nothing. It just looks perfect, and I have to have one.
Okay, next up is Rachel Metz. So she makes a lot of projects that are targeted towards beginner woodworkers, which is perfect for me because then I can get some inspiration off of that, being a beginner woodworker. This week she built a raised dog bed for her little pooch, and it's adorable. Super easy to do. She just used some MDF for the box, and then she used pine also for the wall-mounted bowl holder right next to his little bed, which is just adorable. This is a perfect project if your dog is small enough. I don't think this project would work well for my dog, because she's 85 pounds.
Yeah, probably not.
Not so great.
Each week, we're going to invite a different maker onto our show to share with us a story about a time when they chose to make something better instead of just throwing something old away and buying something new.
This week we have Ethan Abramson joining us. Now, he's a very talented furniture maker in New York. Hey, Ethan.
Hey Rob, hey Sarah, how's it going? Thank you so much for that really kind introduction, really do appreciate it. Like you said, I do build fine furniture, so my pieces usually take a lot of weeks to complete, so it's going to be really nice building something nice and quick and easy with you all today. So I like making furniture. I do that every single day, but what I love are my two cats, Peanut Butter and Kiwi. Now I might be a little biased, but I think that they're probably the two cutest cats out there. Now what they really love to do is scratch things around my house. And I get it, they're two young cats, they want to play, they want to have fun, so I'm not going to hold it against them. But I'd rather they didn't scratch the furniture, so what I wanted to do was put scratching posts all around the house. and buying a ton of scratching posts is going to be a lot of money. So I thought, I have cardboard, some OSB, and some scrap. Maybe I should make some scratching posts for them. Okay, so I grabbed my cardboard, don't mind the carpet, that's for me making them a bed, it's for later. Measured a good scratching size, cut down my OSB, definitely need the eye protection. Grab some pieces for the side, and cut those. I used a simple brad gun to attach them. They're cats, they're not going to give me a hard time about my joinery. Threw a bunch of glue in there, and jammed all the cardboard in. Took it back to the table saw to make some angled cuts so they can lean against the wall. And there you have it. Quick, simple, easy scratching posts that you can make with just stuff you have laying around the shop.
Thank you so much, Ethan, and thank you for joining us this week on our very first episode. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. It was great hanging out with you. Really like the new show. Congratulations. I'll see you around.
All right, so let's swing by Instagram next, and we're going to start with Zach Builds. Zach is a maker from Ontario, Canada, and this week he posted a photo of his new 20-foot-long miter station that not only supports his miter, but also his drill press.
Sarah, that has her name spelled correctly, from Grace in MySpace, used her HART tools to create a faux mantle in her guest room, which is just beautiful and adds so much character to that room.
Our friend Sarah Listy from Tool Girls Garage used her Glowforge this week and a bunch of scrap wood to make this beautiful mosaic art piece.
Garrett Flynn from O'Flowen Decor in California turned old wine barrels into these awesome, unique end tables. Now this one is a half table and it sits flush with the wall. That is awesome.
This next one is one of my favorites. This is Two Moose Design. They posted this new creation and they asked everyone, what do you think it is? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
Okay, what's it look like?
Like a weird bird feeder.
What do you do to your bird? Never mind. It's a dice tower. You take your dice, if you can't throw them across the table, you just drop them in and rattle around. And
okay, cool.
Oh,
awesome. All right, Charlie is a maker from my favorite state of Hawaii, and this is the dog crate that she just built that is gigantic and has a secret food storage container.
Now, this is the point each week where we would be sharing the project that Sarah and I built the week prior, but of course, being our first show, we don't have a project to share with you yet.
However, we did build that giant sign behind us, and we want to show you how we did it.
Okay, we knew we wanted a large sign made for our new shop, and cutting it out with a jigsaw or a scroll saw just wasn't going to fit into our timetable this week, but fortunately, we knew where to go.
We headed down to the Idea Foundry where we met Nick.
Yeah, so Nick brought us into the assembly room there and showed us how to use their laser cutter, which was perfect.
The plan was to cut the logo out of 1/4-inch plywood, and we loaded our Illustrator file into the computer, broke the logo into individual pieces, and sent them to the laser.
So once it got to the printer, Nick focused the laser for us and then taught us how to create our origin point, frame out the project each time, and start the laser up.
It was crazy how fast it cut through the wood and how clean the edge was.
Right? And we started to assemble the sign like as each new part came off the laser bed.
Before we knew it, we had a 3-dimensional MakerBreak sign.
Yep, it looked beautiful. Now, before we left, Nick asked us if we wanted a quick tour, and of course, we're never going to turn that down.
Besides the enormous makerspace, they also offer co-working offices and room for events as well.
Yeah, the place is huge, beautiful, super accessible. It's great, right in the middle of downtown Columbus. So if you're in the area, we heavily recommend you swing by. Now, after our tour, we packed up all of our parts and we headed back to our own shop so we could glue the sign up and paint it. And I think it turned out amazing. We want to give a special thanks to everyone over at the Idea Foundry, specifically Nick. Nick, you were super patient with us and let us play with your toys, and we appreciate it. If you guys are interested in visiting the Idea Foundry, you can find them at ideafoundry.com. All right, it's time for our challenge of the week. For our very first project, we're choosing something that we actually need in our shop.
So we don't have a place to store any of our lumber, so we're going to build a lumber rack that is inspired by a project from Mark Spagnolo, also known as the Wood Whisperer.
That's right. So Mark actually posted this a long time ago, and he specifically designed it so it could be adjusted. I mean, he built a huge one for his shop because he has lots of lumber, but we're going to be able to scale it down to make it fit in our own shop.
All right, guys, so that's your challenge for this week. Go watch Mark's video and then build your own version of the lumber rack, and then share a photo or video on Instagram using the hashtag MakerBreak.
Yep, and out of all those submissions, this time next week, we'll randomly choose a winner who's going to receive a brand new Drill and Impact brushless kit from HART, along with a 70-piece bit set. Guys, thanks so much for joining us this week. We really do appreciate it. We're super excited about our very first project. We really hope as many of you as possible would join in and build one of your own. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
All right, break's over. Let's go make something.